didn't just jump into the pool, okay, part two, and get those gold medals. No. Faith required that he work hard, that he have discipline. See, we know what we believe by the actions that we take. And I want to encourage you. What do you believe today? What do you believe that God has revealed to you in your life, in your relationships? Do you believe that you're worthy of having healthy relationships? Do you believe that you're smart enough to go to school? Do you believe that you can be the men and women that God has called you to be? And if any of you know anything about me, I'm always going to remind you that these are end times. And the reason why I always like to say end times is because if we're living in end times, which we truly are living in end times, don't you think that if you ever needed to have faith for your life, for your children, for the people around you, you need to have faith now, which faith is action. Faith means that you have to get moving. You have to do something different. Once you know what God is saying to you, you're going to have to mobilize what it is that God's calling you to do and quit sitting on what he's telling you to do. So remember, faith is alive. It's a substance force. It's real. And it requires a whole lot of work. There are no gimmicks. There are no in-betweens. There are no shortcuts to developing your faith. Faith has to be tried. Just like when Michael Phelps tries out all year long to make it to the Olympics, you have to exercise your faith because it's going to be challenged. It's always going to have opposition by Satan. You're going to have opposition by natural circumstances, by people. Everything that you believe God for, it doesn't matter. Your marriage, your house, completing your education, your children who might be labeled by society or the educational system, but yet you're believing God for just the opposite of all the negative decrees. Guess what? Everything you've decreed is going to be tried. So you got to have faith. And the reason why you have faith is because you realize that your self-reliance is not in you. And my self-reliance is not in me. Guess where our reliance is? It's in Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ alone. Why? Because he is the Prince of Peace. He is the hope of glory. He is a soon coming King. And if you could bet your life on this, guess what? You could bet that if you put your faith in God, if you listen to the Holy Spirit and you do the pieces that the Holy Spirit is telling you to do, guess what? Things will work out for you. You have to believe that. Don't ever believe the negative report. I don't care how it turns out. I've gone through so many hurtful things where I've had questions for God, concerning whether or not was my faith in error. And of course, faith has rules just like anything else, because sometimes we can believe God for things, but sometimes what you believe in tells other people, and if other people don't comply, guess what? It doesn't always turn out like how you believe. Does it mean that God erred? Does it mean that you erred? Nope. Not at all. You're dealing with human will. However, when you listen to him, when I listen to him, we can believe that he says on the other side of our obedience, guess what? There's a reward. So don't be like two characters that I wrote about in a poem, where I have these two beautiful old women and they're sitting in a rocking chair and all they're doing is reminiscing of, I wish, I should, I could have. Oh dear, why didn't I find and discover who I was? Instead, I let fear captivate me, not love. Self-love is ushering yourself towards God's divine destiny and purpose, and that takes a lot of faith against everything, okay? Bless you. Bye-bye.